We have a very exciting topic to cover today. It's virtual reality, or VR. We'll start with an introduction where I will explain what it is, describe society's initial fascination, and start with an initial look with an early machine example. From there, we will jump to present day and dive into the value that VR brings to the table during the coronavirus pandemic and beyond as we adapt to a new normal workforce. So, what is VR? VR is a computer-generated simulation of three-dimensional space that a user interacts with. So we can see here in the diagram that a virtual woman is wearing a headset and goggles and interacting with the virtual display. This is just the beginning. We start with the first literary use. In 1935, Stanley G. Weinbaum wrote a book called Pygmalion Spectacles, in which a professor and sculptor named Ludwig devised a pair of goggles that allowed him to create the world of his dreams. This is all in a book, by the way. In this book, he devised a stone woman that he fell in love with and lived happily ever after. And showing society's earliest fascinations with the technology, we will see that these technologies become concrete. We'll jump next to an early machine example. In the 1960s, there was a technology created, a revolutionary motion picture system called the Sensorama, in which a person sits inside this machine and they are blasted with a wide array of sensory feedback. It includes 3D, wide vision, motion, color, stereo sound, aromas, wind, and vibration. And you can see the technology has a whole bunch of different moving parts on the left side here, 71 to be exact. Wow. And we'll go on and we'll fast forward to today with the head-mounted display, or HMD, and the Oculus. This is some very special hardware. Shown here is the Oculus Rift, and it was launched in 2016, marking the beginning of a plethora of VR opportunities. It had 7,000 backers on its Kickstarter and a $600 price tag, which is pretty pricey to the common consumer. But as the technology progressed, the price tag came down to about $400, making it attainable to most. And as the technology progresses and gets better and better, the price tag might still come down, making it attainable to everyone. That would be a great goal. Next, we go beyond gaming, the home VR office. A couple of years ago, Oculus was bought by Facebook, and they created the Infinite Office. The technology is still a work in progress, but one day it'll be in your home and everyone's home. We have a video to play. You can see here that she has her head-mounted display, or HMD. You see, very easy to use. In this example, she's not wearing any hardware on her hands, and she just pulls up her work right away, and you see a large screen. The VR headset can cover your whole field of view, so the possibilities are endless for how many screens you have up at a time. Hence the name Infinite Office. Busy room? No problem. Just find a desk, sit down, put on the headset, and you're back to work. You can see that she actually had 3 screens there. The technology will advance one day to have full 360 view. You can do as many screens as you want. All of her messages, all of her work priorities pop up right on screen. You see she pulls up a keyboard, and right now, maybe we have to use real keyboards, but one day we might have air keyboards. And you see, with just a couple clicks, she creates the ultimate background, just like Pygmalion Spectacles. She got palm trees, she has a nice mountain background. She says she's working now, or is she really on vacation? You can pull up music, you can pull up your work, everything you need with a nice sunset in the background. You can see your phone is synced up to your headset, so any important texts that are coming, like lunch, right up on your screen with your VR headset. Getting tired of the desk? Got back problems? Super easy to pull up anywhere in the house. And you notice she's using pinch, drag, and zoom. We'll see that more in the next video, but it's very easy to use, just like you'd interact with your phone or tablet. So your whole house is now an office. You could be comfy, you could be at the desk, eating lunch, anywhere. Just pull it up with your VR headset, thanks to Facebook and Oculus. Next, we'll jump to our next example, the virtual meeting. Virtual meetings, we already have them with Zoom, but what if you could bring the entire office and virtual people with it? Now, Oculus has been adopted by many companies. One such is Spatial, and here we have a video demonstrating their technology. Theirs is hands-free, and they got a whole load of virtual suites.
With Spatial, with AR and VR, we can put on a headset.
They actually combine AR, augmented reality, and VR to make the ultimate experience.
And even if we're not in the same room as someone, we can feel like we are. From a simple 2D photo, you get a super realistic avatar.
How cool would it be to make a virtual you? Don't have a pair of clothes you like? You can make your VR character decked out any way you want. The possibilities are endless. It sounds amazing.
You can create these project rooms, kind of like a 3D version of Zoom.
Look at that, 3D version of Zoom. You can create your whole office space right here and drag and redrag the size.
Zoom meets Slack. Pull up all the kind of traditional content that you're used to, organize.
You can see like the virtual office that he has his screens up. He's just staring at it with his virtual head-mounted display.
Used to organize your thoughts.
Even virtual Kanban board, virtual agile teams, easy.
Spatial gives you like a visual, virtual way to bring all that together.
Imagine you saw that. A virtual fist bump. You can give virtual praise to your teammates without ever leaving the home. That would be so cool.
Oculus is investing so heavily just across every layer of the stack, whether it's the development.
Your entire team can meet up. All their virtual avatars wearing their virtual clothing, virtual designs in the background. Someone can dial in from Zoom. You got a whole office right on your face.
Development, the hardware, the outreach.
I think it's pretty cool. Designing backpacks, all virtual.
They're loaning devices to companies.
You see in this example, she's wearing a hardware mounted hand device, and some technologies have those and some just use pinch, drag, zoom. That's the future.
Who are VR curious, and I think they understand what kind of features developers want. Now we can enrich our app with hand tracking.
So this is where hand tracking comes in. This is the more advanced stages of the technology. You could sit back in your reclining chair and just pinch, drag, and zoom your way through the workday. Sounds pretty comfy. I would want one.
Love the simplicity of just the headset in your hands. There's an opportunity with this new wave to like get in there early, put our humanistic.
I would love to get in there early. Just look, I would deck myself out in the best professional outfits, and I would love to see my team virtually. It would be very cool to do from my apartment or home.
Ideals into the technology so that it can be creative and collaborative. And
you can see some people are sitting at desks. Some people could be across the world. We're all connected with this technology.
Bring us closer together.
Exactly. Oculus for business. Sounds very enticing. Next, we'll look at VR sales by year. So VR sales are on the rise as more companies adopt the technology and more people buy them for their homes for gaming and other uses. Sales in 2021 were about $1.5 billion. That's a lot of money. And the sales are expected to rise up to almost $2.5 billion in 2024. The technology is getting adopted more and more every day. Finally, we have VR market cap. In 2020, the market cap of VR was approximately $16, and this is expected to go up by 18% compounded annually up through 2028. It is apparent the world is shifting towards VR as we adopt the new normal, which is hybrid work. So we've seen so many things. We've seen pinch, drag, zoom, multiple displays. We've seen head-mounted displays. We've seen Pygmalion spectacles. Society has been dreaming about this for so long, and it's here and now. Once the coronavirus is done, the new normal will be here, and VR will be here to stay. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more.